Hello and a warm welcome to our look back at men's quarterfinals day at Wimbledon 2019, when the weather has once again been kind as the tension has continued to build. I'm delighted to say that alongside me I have Kathy Ninasagaram and also Nick McCarville. We have plenty to talk about. So let's start with the first of the quarterfinals on centre court, featuring the defending champion Novak Djokovic, who faced his toughest test so far against the number 21 seed David Goffin. Now, the Belgian took a set off Rafael Nadal en route to his success at the French Open recently. Could he now cause even more problems for the world number one on grass, having beaten him in their most recent encounter on the clay in Monte Carlo just over 2 years ago? Well, our commentators for this one are Simon Reed alongside John McEnroe.
He's been playing well throughout. This is a purple patch, and again he's got a break point.
Just totally surprised Novak going back up the line. Here's another big opportunity. Third one already for Goffin.
Goffin gets the break, and he gets first jump on the serve here. No. Thought he was going to make that, made the ground.
Djokovic.
Second chance for the world number one. Superb.
Can these guys cover the court? Boy, oh boy. Can't blame her for breathing hard.
15-13.
Such pinpoint shot making from Novak Djokovic there. The guys just ran side to side 5-6 times, and he throws this shot in. Goffin out of gas. Now you got to serve at 4-5, 15-30. Please get a big first serve, he's thinking.
He's tightening up even further now.
15-14.
And here are 2 set points for the world number one.
Either playing a rush to start this point. Big moment for particularly Goffin to try to. This would be depressing for him. He's played so well, and to lose this 6-4.
Now, away it is, and there is the first set for Djokovic. 6-4 in 48 minutes.
Advantage, Djokovic.
It's beginning to wear him down.
Mentally, it's just he hasn't gotten over that 4-3-30 love, losing that game. Still struggling to get his intensity back.
Perfect striking of the ball from Djokovic, and he pounces, breaks again. 2-love now.
Goffin just wants out of this set.
Advantage, Djokovic.
And I think Novak's about to oblige him.
Could not have been a more convincing set. It lasted 32 minutes. And I'm afraid for Goffin it was utter disaster.
Feels like he can do this all day, Djokovic. So rock solid. Dialed in right now. So few free points you get.
Game, Djokovic.
There's the break. And the beginning of the end, you sense.
Djokovic leads 3-1, third set.
He was doing that with impunity in the opening set. Wrong footing Djokovic. Brilliant work on the forehand. His mind, and he was so quick off the mark.
Well, he gave it away a little too soon for a guy as quick as Novak Djokovic. See where he at the take back, it was clear he wasn't going to hit a topspin forehand. Novak making him pay. Match point under 2 hours. Thank you very much.
No. Away it goes, and with it goes David Goffin. Goffin was terrific for 3/4 of a set. Djokovic was even better throughout. And he he's through to his 9th Wimbledon semi-final.
A man at peace with his work and his venue, or so it would seem. That was an absolute masterclass from the defending champion. And all that after a really tight opening set, which of course had David Goffin a break up. And then from the moment Carthy Djokovic broke back, it was blink and watch a genius at work.
I don't think you should be feeling sorry for the 21st seed at Wimbledon, but I did feel a little bit sorry. And in that second set, there was a point where Goffin just shook his head as if to say, I don't know what to do. And that's the problem when Djokovic goes into that extra gear, that the other players just can't match it. And this is what we come back to time and time again with the top three, the big three, that the other players at the other tournaments can reach that peak in 3 sets. But when they know it's 5 sets, they just can't get anywhere near them.
Yeah, but he bageled the Belgian, of course, in the second set. And Goffin is such a talented player that you just don't expect it to happen. But equally, Djokovic just didn't look like missing, did he?
No, it's devastating stuff. And I actually agree with Carthy. You feel bad a little bit for Goffin because we're actually going into this match talking about the fact that the last time they played, even though it was on clay, that he won that matchup. And Goffin's experience, and he had a great run into the quarterfinals, but for the #1 player in the world right now, that is 12 matches in a row here at Wimbledon. He's the defending champion, and it's hard to pick among him, Federer, and Nadal who is the most devastating into the semifinals because they're all at this level where they've just continued to notch things up. And Djokovic just untroubled today. Once it was 1-4, something clicked, and it was goner from there. And the fact that, that Goffin was just able to win a couple more games the rest of the match, that is some scary stuff from Djoko today.
It certainly is. Well, we'll see how Roger and Rafa fared a little later, but a semi-final meeting with Novak Djokovic was the prize awaiting the two men who played out the first of the quarterfinals on #1 court, Guido Pella and Roberto Bautista Agut. Now, Pella had seen off 2 recent runners-up en route to his surprise visit to this stage of the competition. Bautista Agut, though, was the only man not to have dropped a set thus far. And for both, the prospect of a first-ever Grand Slam semi-final was tantalisingly close. We join the action at 5 games all in the first set. In the commentary box for this one, John Lloyd and John Inverdale.
Played some sloppy shots in this game.
30-40.
Well, the last 2 games there's been a marked drop-off in the form of Guido Pella.
Bautista Agut leads by 6 games to 5. First set.
And that's why the Spaniard will serve for the first set.
So good. I think that's the first point that's been won on a drop shot today, I think.
15 left.
Well, Pella ran so hard for that drop shot and some incredible evasive action before he clattered into a chair.
Left.
That was too easy.
40 left.
Well, a
Good
first set
Bautista
that lasted exactly an
7
hour.
games to 5. Again, Bautista good. Game in second set. Bautista good.
It's that forehand again.
6 games to 4. Bautista good leads by 2 sets to love. Fifteen 30.
Agonizing.
30-14.
Absolutely agonizing for the Argentine. If that had crept over, it was set point. As it is, a chance for the Spaniard to break back. Well played.
Yes.
Oh, what a time for that. Certain volley.
And advantage Bella.
Guido Pella, he's a gutsy kind of fella.
Bautista good leads by 2 sets to 1.
And we have a match. Oh, that was a peach.
Advantage Bautista good.
A Spanish peach. There was some tension in that rally, and it proved too much for Pella.
Bautista good leads by 3 games to 1, 4th set.
Oh, that forehand.
So good.
If and when Bautista Agut wins this.
30-15.
It's that forehand that's done it for him.
Well done. Adjusted his feet well there on that overhead. Fortunately, a little bit with the approach shot.
40-15.
Well, Pella's come back from 2 sets down a year ago to beat Cilic, 2 days ago to beat Raonic. But this looks like being a Spanish bridge too far. Here's match point. Gone long, and there's a Spaniard in the semi-finals at Wimbledon, and his name's not Nadal.
6-3.
We spent 10 days wondering who the fourth guy was going to be in the last 4, and it's Roberto Bautista Agut, who's kept his emotions in check for 3 hours and 7 minutes, and now he lets it all out.
Well, as Johnny Vidal said during commentary, Guido Pella is a gritty fella, and when he won that third set, you started to wonder if he was going to mount another amazing comeback, but Roberto Bautista Agut refuses to go away as well. He is through to a Grand Slam semi-final at the age of 31, and I don't think many people would begrudge him that, Carthy, would they?
No, I think there seems to be this little resurgence with some of the players, particularly the older ones, that now feel as if they can do something. He's also not spent quite as much time on the court as Guido Pella had in the previous matches, and I think that could help him when he's facing Djokovic, because he has come through without dropping a set until this point, which could make quite a big difference in terms of the longevity of getting to a semi-final.
Yeah, he's a fabulous performer on all surfaces, and as we heard during the commentary, that forehand today was a critical component in guiding him through.
Yeah, I mean, he was sensational today, and that was the first set that he had actually dropped this entire championships. And also for Novak Djokovic, you look at this matchup now, Marcus, because for Bautista Agut, he's beaten Djokovic twice already this year. That's something that no one else can say on tour in Doha and in Miami. So he brings in that confidence. Yes, it's going to be a really tough stage on center court against the world #1, the defending champion. But I also love the story that he shared. He was meant to be right now in Ibiza on his stag do. It was meant to be his bachelor party this weekend. He's getting married in November, Bautista Agut. So
That's
his
an early
friends,
bachelor party.
it is, yeah. They're just getting ready for it months in advance. But his friends are in Ibiza, and now they're actually going to fly to London and support him on Friday.
Yeah, there's something about getting married that can boost your tennis. Alison Risk, of course, has found an extra little bounce in her step. But the big question is, can he do it again? To beat Novak twice in a year is impressive. To beat him 3 times might be considered impossible by some.
And that centre court factor, we saw Novak doing the celebration that he likes to do, and the crowd did seem to take to that this time here. And I think the British crowd can be a little bit cynical sometimes. Obviously in France they quite like that, and I think he's trying to slowly get the crowd on side, which makes quite a lot of difference to him personally. We're saying Bautista Agut is relaxed, he's about to get married. Djokovic likes having the crowd on side, and that is one of the things that relaxes him. If the crowd are against him, he gets riled very quickly and he gets very upset. And I think actually the crowd will take a bit of time to get used to who Bautista Agut is, because he isn't one of the big names that they know, and that could also help Djokovic.
Yeah, it's an intriguing matchup. And of course, we're looking forward to both those semi-finals on Friday. Wimbledon looking magnificent, and Roberto Bautista Agut feeling fantastic into his first Slam semi. Can the Spaniard prevent the defending champion from reaching his 6th Wimbledon final?